Welcome back to Movie Talk. It's your man Rick. We back in the building. I know it's been a little while since I uploaded an episode. I've been I just been chilling lately. Trying to figure out the best way to do this particular podcast. Excuse me, I'm a little under the weather. I do have another podcast called Jack Talk Podcast. So if you come across this one, go follow me and check me out on that joint. It's called Jack Talk Podcast. Um, with this one, I'm really trying to figure out how to do this. It's like I know I want to talk about movies, and what I like about them, and just about movies I like. So I have the concept. I just don't know how I truly want to go about it because I don't know if people understand my type of talk, like the way I'm talking about a movie or something like that. I don't know how a person may gravitate toward it. So that's my battle. But again, I love movies, so I'm gonna continue to figure this thing out, and I'm gonna try and upload once or twice a week. Most likely once a week. I'm gonna try and get this podcast and my Jack Talk podcast on the same schedule. That way, I can just upload them back to back. I want to pick a day out of the week and stick to that day. Right now between working and it being the holiday season, and I got a little under the weather and all this stuff, I've kind of fell back a little bit. So again, if you want to email me, the movie talk pod at gmail.com, email me some suggestions, anything. Like I'm open. I want to open my platform up. I want the listeners, anybody that come across this podcast, I want y'all to help me shape this podcast and build this thing together. So email me at the movie talk pod at gmail.com with any questions, suggestions, anything you got that you think that might can help me uh you know shape this podcast. Let me know. Until then, like I said, I'm just gonna give my take on movies. I'm actually looking into trying to get screeners. I'm trying to I've emailed a few people. I've been doing some research online, and I've been seeing how I could reach out and try and get on the screeners list. I don't know if it'll work. I don't know if I'll ever get on it. But if not, hopefully I could build this podcast up to the point to where they send me screeners and stuff like that. That's the goal. I want to build this podcast up to that level to where it's like, people will come here because they want to hear my take on the movie. That's why I kind of want to keep it organic and just talk the way I talk and just let the people who can vibe with the way I break a movie down or the way I talk about a movie to find me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to get too scripty. You know what I mean? I want to just give honest, just my first thoughts of movies, whether I seen it first time or seen it 1,000 times. I just want to kind of talk the way I talk about the movies, and hopefully that can resonate with my listener. You know what I mean? So again, if you got any suggestions, hit me up at the movie talk pod at gmail.com. So let's get into it. 21 Bridges. I actually seen this about 2 weeks ago with my wife. Me and my wife went out date night, and we seen 21 Bridges, and I like it. I really like it. I like movies like that. Um, I think the concept. I think the concept of the movie was dope. Like the fact that this dude, the lead character, you know what I mean. His pops was a cop, good cop. And if I'm not mistaken, he passed and he got killed in a line of duty. And this cop was like a good ass cop. He was one of them type, get the job done, smart, one of them. You know what I mean? And the whole thing of the movie is these two dudes. When it come on, it's like these two dudes. They rob they rob a trying to think, because it wasn't a store, it was like a bar, right? Let's say it was like a bar. So these dudes run up in the bar, and they go to rob them for some drugs or whatever the case. But when they get to the bar, it's more drugs than what they expected to be at the bar. So they like, holy shit, like what the fuck? We didn't come here for this. We came here for that. You know what I mean? Pardon me, I'm a little under the weather. But they was like, yo, we ain't come for all this. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't supposed to be this much here. So, they do what they do, tie dude up, boom, 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 right? They doing what they need to do in the spot. As they coming out, they see police. So now they're like, oh shit. You know what I mean? They're like, damn. So they looking, and the police is knocking on the door, and they like, they in a lose-lose situation. You know what I mean? So it starts from there. You know what I mean? Like that's how it come on. Like, of course they follow the main lead around a little bit before they get to that action. But it jumps off from there. You know what I mean? I don't want to, like, they basically, it was two of them, and it was like a few cops. I don't know, maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 cops or something like that, and they just happened to be going there. Like the cops happened to be coming to the bar. You know what I mean? On some popping up, about to have a drink type shit. Like these niggas is in there robbing the bar. So, one thing led to another. They had to get up out of there, and then, and that whole scene is crazy. Like that whole, from them getting out the bar to face to face with the cops. That whole scene is crazy, and that's what I like about movies, man. Because I was watching that shit, I'm like, yo, how do they make this shit look so fucking real, yo? Like it was just crazy. You know what I mean? So boom, that happens. I don't want to get too in detail on what happens, but just know that a battle between them two in there and the 5 to 6 cops that was on the outside, let's just say a battle happened, right? They had to get up out of there. And when I say a battle happened, I mean a crazy ass battle happened. So if you go watch 21 Bridges, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So that happens. So, of course, they call my man, the main dude. You know what I'm saying? They call Chadwick. I forget his last name, how to say it. Chadwick Boseman, something like that. Pardon my man for messing your name up. Boswick, something like that. Chadwick Boswick. Boswick. I can't pronounce his last name. Again, I'm not trying to mess your name up on purpose, good brother. So they call him up. He come to the scene. He do his thing. And pardon. Basically what he do, they in Manhattan. Basically what he do is he shuts down Manhattan. He basically like, yo, he's a smart nigga. So he's like, yo, this happened at such and such time, such and such minutes has passed, shut down all bridges. So now it's like no way you can get out of fucking Manhattan, and then the manhunt begins. You know what I mean? And that's the movie in a nutshell. But of course, a whole bunch of different scenes happen. You know what I mean? Like a whole bunch of little twists and stuff like that happens. And I just felt like, yo, dope. You know what I mean? Dope, man. And let me tell you, the more that I think, and the more that I watch movies and stuff like that, I be wanting to write a movie. I'm actually like, I want to do that shit, man. I want to write a movie. I already started a book. It's going to be a nonfiction book, but I want to write a movie as well, man. Like my mind just be traveling, and the more like when I watch movies and shit like that, I find myself looking at the movie, but also looking like, all right, how did they come up with this movie? What's the concept, the writing, how it's written, and all that shit. So I'll be watching movies, and I'll be watching movies. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'll be watching it for more than just, okay, this is on the screen and this is what they're saying. I'll be watching it like, oh shit, like that's a dope scene, or how they put this together or how they tie in this stuff together. You know what I mean? Because it's more to a movie than just them on the screen and talking. You know what I mean? You got to have scenes. You got to have, you know, shit that pop out as far as whether it's the dialogue, whether it's the scene, whether it's the shot, the scenery, all that shit got to pop out. So it's like I've been finding myself watching and looking out for all that type of shit, like small details and all that type of shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm out here, man. I'm trying to do it. But again, I would recommend 21 Bridges. It's definitely something to watch. Like I said, I seen it like 2 weeks ago from today, which is the 11th. I'm not sure if it's in theaters. I mean, I know they might be taking it out of some theaters. It might still be in some theaters. If not, yo, go get it. You know, and if you like me, buy it. Um, you know, I still buy DVDs. Yes, I know. DVDs are old. Why you buy DVDs? Yes, I got Fire Stick, I got Chromecast, I got regular cable, I got every channel on cable. My wife is like, yo, like I got every fucking channel. I'm a movie person, like so I like to buy this shit because I want the actual DVD. You know what I mean? So plus just it's like I like to buy it. So when this comes out, I will eventually buy it. I'm not necessarily saying I got to rush to go buy it, but I'll eventually buy it, add to my collection. It's definitely worth watching. If it's still in the theaters and you need something to watch and you was on the fence about it, go check that out. If you are at home and it hit Redbox and you want something, check it out. You know what I mean? It's one of the movies where you could watch it more than once, and I like those type of movies. Like, I'll watch a movie 1,000 fucking times. I don't care. If the movie is good, I can watch it over and over and over and over again because it's a good movie. So yeah, man, I definitely recommend it. Again, before I get out of here, please, yo, if you come across this podcast, one, follow me on Instagram, Rick_BHR. Interact with me. Let me know you coming from the podcast. I'm still relatively new to Instagram. I don't have many followers. Um, pardon me. You can email me, which all the stuff will be in the description somewhere. You can email me, Jack, the movie talk pod at gmail.com. I'm definitely open to hearing any ideas, any suggestions. If you have any movies you want me to do, check it out. If I haven't seen it, I'd watch it and then I'll talk about it on the next podcast. Shout you out for whoever it was that emailed me. Whatever, man. Just email me. You got any tips, any suggestions? I'm open. I'm trying to shape this so I can be one of those podcasts because it's like, oh shit, let's go see what Rick think about this. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to become that. So again, thank y'all for listening. Follow me on Instagram, Rick_BHR. And I'm back, man. Let me stop saying that, man. I'm here. I'm researching. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna get more consistent with dropping these episodes because it's 1,000 movies, man. And like I said, I'm not just talking about shit that's in the theaters. This whole point is just movie talk. So hopefully I can talk about some shit that y'all haven't seen, and you will go check it out and enjoy a movie. And hopefully I could build a audience and a following to where you guys could put me on to movies as well. So that's what we about at the Movie Talk Pod. Also, man, if there's any producers out there who want to just help me build with this platform and try and, help produce this as far as sending me, ideas, topics, or whatever to talk about, movie related, you could also hit me up at the movie talk pod at gmail.com. And we can work, we can network, you know what I mean? And you'll get your producing skills up, I get my podcasting skills up, and we can do it like that. So till the next episode, thank y'all for listening. Again, I recommend 21 Bridges, dope movie. I definitely recommend y'all go check it out. My goal is to put people on if you haven't seen it. So check out 21 Bridges. Dope movie. Dope concept. And I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.